Hi, hi everybody out in internet land.
We are totally unprepared. We've been preparing all day, but that doesn't mean we're ready. Anyway, we're going to do a little sound check song just to see if we're on and all of that. And we had a microphone go bust about 90 seconds ago when my wife had already brought a spare up here. How cool is that? Boy, she must have been a Girl Scout. Be prepared. Is that what a Girl Scout say? I don't know.
That's the Boy Scouts.
Anyway, we're going to do a little sound check song. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Pretty, pretty women, and I got to get me one. Standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Looking at pretty women, sipping the Kansas City wine. Cherry. Cherry. The cable for the YouTube is hanging on that mic stand right now. Standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Looking at pretty women, sipping the Kansas City wine. Here's our song. Well, I might take a bus, I might take a train. In the old get there just the same. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. Looking at pretty women, sipping the Kansas City wine. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. Kansas City, here I come. Looking at pretty women, I got a good meal, 1-5. Looking at pretty women, I got a good meal, 1.
Could you hear the vocals?
Kansas City, here I come. That was a little sound check, ladies and gentlemen. We're just kind of testing things out, and we had to redo the microphone feed to the YouTube, so it got fired in about the middle of that song. Cherry's gonna let us know how we doing, Mom.
I'm feeling a little boomy.
Boomy.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm trying to, get it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Mikey's gonna quit playing that bass. Just play the piano, Mike.
Oh man.
Anyway, we'll see if we'll see how it works.
You can hear me like really well. They
That
can hear me really well.
well that
That's
means
the best part.
well that means that this one is not it's already chosen. If you want to restart the YouTube with it plugged in, it'll redo. But you can leave it like it is if you want to. The boomy you're hearing is the roomy. It's picking you up on the back side of that phone
No,
instead of
I'm
the front side.
listening. It's the Facebook that I'm listening
Is it
to.
Facebook? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It kind of makes sense if it's that.
Mm-hmm. See, I got it right there.
Well, see, that's why it's hearing me because it's right there.
That's right. That's right.
It's right in front of me. Hello, everyone.
My wife says hi. Usually she's hiding audio-wise.
That means I can't sing along.
That's right. That's right. There'll be no singing. There'll be no singing. We're thinking about all of our friends tuned in. Thank you guys for being here. And click share there on Facebook in case someone else wants to hear what we're doing. And also, click subscribe if you're on YouTube. We're glad to have you with us. The audio is completely different tonight. We're using 2 mics instead of 1, and we're doing a keyboard and a this and a that. And so all kinds of things have changed. But we'll see what we can do. Mikey, let's do a little...
Do you have enough room?
Yeah, I do.
The YouTube sounds really good.
What's that?
The YouTube sounds really good.
Good. Let's do a little summertime and living is easy. Boy minor, B minor, boy minor. We think about our friends Steve, Edwards, and Joy, who lost their home, lost 2 homes down in Florida during all those storms, but they've now relocated to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Good friends of ours, and this is Joy's favorite song that she requests all the time. And we're doing this, and then we're going to see what else Mike wants to do tonight. We have no set list. It's just gonna happen as it will. Summertime, living is easy. Fish are jumping, cotton is high. Your daddy rich, mammy she good looking. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, rise up singing, spread your wings, take to the sky. But until that morning, nothing gonna harm you. With mama and daddy standing by. Okay. One of these mornings, you rise up singing, spread your wings, take to the sky. But until that morning, nothing's gonna harm you. With mama and daddy standing by. Summertime, living is easy, and the fish are jumping in the Folly River. Cotton is high, your daddy rich, mammy she good looking. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Little baby, don't you cry. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Summertime and the living is easy. Living bound easy, bound easy. What about it, Mom? You feel better about it all over there?
Yeah. Several people said it sounds okay to them
Good.
on Facebook.
Good.
Success.
So far, so good. Well, you never know. You just never know. You know, Mikey, I play that one all the time in Charleston, of course. Charleston, where the living is easy, and where that song was born, George Gershwin and DuBose Hayward. See, Mike is the expert on all things music trivia, and he will straighten me out if I didn't get it right. But DuBose Hayward invited Gershwin to come to Charleston to write songs, and they ended up with a place on Folly Island, Folly Beach. That home was blown away by Hurricane Hugo in 1989. But the piano is in the museum on Meeting Street, and I sing that song all the time, and I often follow it up with this one. I love playing songs when Mike doesn't even know what I'm about to play. I'm giving you the key, Mike. There it is. Make it a D, and you got it. I like lazy weather. I like lazy days. Can't be blamed having lazy ways. Some old lazy river sleeps beside my door, whispering to sunlit shores. Up a lazy river by the old mill run, lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Lingering in the shade of a condo tree, throw away your trouble, dream a dream of me. Up a lazy river where the robin song wakes a bright new morning, we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we can be. Up a lazy river with me. Up a lazy river by the old mill run, a lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun, lingering in the shade of a condo tree. Throw away your trouble, dream a dream of me. Up a lazy river where the robin song wakes a bright new morning, we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we can be. Up a lazy river, Lucy, May, and me. Up a lazy river with me. Mike always wants to get the last word. You know what I'm saying? He always. So you recognize who I was talking about when I said up the lazy river, Lucy, May, and me.
Lucy
from the Mills
from
House.
the Mills House.
And I was in touch with her recently, and her sister wants to go to Ireland. No, wants to go to Scotland with us, and we're going to Scotland in May next year.
Aye.
You want to go, Mike?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's all go. Every one of you out there, let's all go.
See if Mike can go. See, Mike travels more than I do. He travels everywhere. He's traveled a lot more than I have, and he's been to Ireland probably as often as I have. You been to Ireland much, or?
One time.
Oh, there'd be that. That's a lot less than me. But anyway, should we do an Irish song? Which one you want to do?
Let's do one.
Let's do Key of D. D like a dog. D like a dog. Dublin City song. Just to keep it simple. In Dublin's fair city, the girls are so pretty. First laid my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. It's a sing-along song. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive. One more time. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Mike, that's the first time I've ever heard you sing harmony. All these years.
We were on the internet. You can't stop me now.
all these tours.
He normally
all
has
these
a mixer.
tears.
He has a mixer and he has a little knob he turns when I start doing that.
I have the control anyway.
Gary's in charge now.
Well, she was a fishmonger. Sure, it was no wonder, for her father and mother were fishmongers too. And they wheeled their wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles, come on, Mikey. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Well, she died of the fever, no one could save her. So was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels the barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Sing it with us. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, cockles and mussels. Mikey Murray with the dog whistle tenor up there. Good
Thank
job,
you.
good job, good job, good job.
Yeah, I know the words to that one.
Let's do one more Irish tune. What do you say, Mikey?
Can't wait.
This one is in the key of E. What do you say? I know you've heard it. It's one of those songs called The Fields of Athenry, that one of those songs that everyone does in Ireland or in the Irish pubs. I am bumping your keyboard now, Mikey, so I'll move over a little bit.
I can move over.
No, you're good. Jerry's going to tell me if I'm getting out of the frame over this. I guess we're all right. This is the song often in Irish pubs and at some of the sporting events and all of that business. But we have a lot of people who tune in for the Irish tunes on this Monday night, Mike, because of all the Irish pubs that I play and our tour's over and the whole business. We are going in May, but it's a private thing. And then we're going in October with the Kingston Trio guys. The guys from the Kingston Trio, George Grove and Rick Doherty. And Jerry Siggins is the other guy, was not with the trio, but I met them through the Limelighters in the old days with Ron Byers in those days in the Soft Rock Cafe. Remember those days?
They're world famous.
The world famous Soft Rock Cafe.
Kingston Trio singers.
Yes, the Kingston
Yes,
Trio.
They're world famous.
They are world famous.
Soft Rock Cafe, not as much.
It was short-lived. Anyway, but I recorded them there, the Limelighters, and I recorded Glenn Yarborough and all of that while we were there at the Soft Rock. This is the song called The Fields of Athenry. By a lone, key of E, Mike. By a lonely prison wall, heard a young man call, heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay, and lo lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, Harry Bell, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. And low lie fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling. As a prison ship sailed out against the sky, while she lives in hopes and prays for her love in Botany Bay. It's lonely round the fields of Athenry. And low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our lover was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's lonely round the fields of Athenry. Lonely round the fields of Athenry. Fields of Athenry, very famous song out of Ireland. You know, that was just too high, wasn't it? My voice is changing over and over, over and over. I've been singing that song.
I thought it was lovely.
Thank you, Mike. I still owe him money. I still owe him money.
You handed a slip of paper?
Yes, a request.
My fly's down. Aw, man, not again. Oh, wait. I see why they put it on the paper.
Yes, yes. It's Freebird again. It's Freebird again. We'll do this one. But first, we'll do something a little bit more upbeat. Mikey, this is the great thing about playing with a musician as talented as Mike, and one who knows the music business. And when we write charts, often we write charts with numbers, the Nashville numbers, instead of chords. And I can call out the numbers, and Mike knows kind of where I'm going to give him a clue, because I do a different arrangement than the next guy would do. So here we're going to do a song that was requested last week that we didn't get to by Kent McLaren. I didn't say that right. His name is Kent. Did I say that? And he requested Early Morning Rain by Gordon Lightfoot. And everybody does it differently. I'm going to do it 1, 3 minor.
Good choice.
2 minor, 5, 1. 1, 3 minor, 2 minor, 5, 1. Instead of going to the 5, we're going to the 3 minor, 2 minor, 5, 1.
Nobody told me there would be math.
Yes. You drop the 2 and carry the 4. Edward. In the early morning rain, with a dollar in my hand, and aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. 2, I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, no place to go. Out on runway number 9, big 707 set to roll. I'm stuck here on the ground where the paved road ever grows to. Now the whiskey tasted good, and the women all were fast. 3, there she goes, my friend. She'll be rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engine roar, see the silver bird on high. She's away and westward bound, high above the clouds she'll fly. For the morning rain don't fall, and the sun always shines. She's flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down. It's nowhere to look good to me. I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I might be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I'll be on my way in the early morning rain. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I'll be on my way in the early morning rain. What a great song.
That was lovely, Carroll.
You know, Gordon Lightfoot, he just kills me what a good songwriter he is. And that was his first one. That was his first hit as a songwriter. And of course, who recorded it first and first big was Peter, Paul, and Mary. And of course,
I didn't know that.
yes. And of
Rest
course,
in peace.
we just lost Peter Yarrow, and we lost Mary Travers earlier. And so Paul Stuckey's the last one left. What you got there? Yeah, we'll do that. Our friend Kathy Brown, she's from Colorado, and she's talking about going with us in October if they end up going. If not, they go with us in 2026. We're going to Scotland and Ireland in 2026. Cheers, friends. Cheers. Here's to you. Here's to me, Mikey. Thank you,
Cheers.
sir. We had a lovely group of sessions today, and a lovely time. We got a bunch of keyboards down, piano down on the new gospel album. So it's getting close. It's getting close. You know, David Walsh wants us to sing that "Ain't God Good" song. You know, he wants us to do that.
Yeah.
Know? We always do a gospel song at the end of the program, and we always know David's going to be asleep by the time we get to it. So we won't do it right now. But now this is a song,
Scottish song, right?
"Innocent Time."
Oh.
I wonder if she wants my song, "Innocent Time."
Yes, I believe so.
You know, we also have "Innocence" that Harry recorded.
Yeah.
I guess she wants "Innocent Time." It's on one of my earlier. You played on
Perhaps written right in this house.
it. It was her before that. We've only been here 26 years.
Written right here in South Carolina.
Yeah, written right here in South. Anyway, my old grandpa and I would sit on the front porch. That's part of the song, and we would listen for the hoot owls and the screech owls across the field here. His house was on the road, and we could hear them in the woods behind where we are here. And my dad worked on the railroad. That factors into here. I went to high school, Blaney High School, in what is now Elgin, South Carolina. That factors into it. This is going to be the key of D, and it's a walk down. Same around, pretty much all around. It's a key of D dog, and it's a walk down. Wrote a song called "The Innocent Time." There's a place that lives on in my memory, and when I sit still, it comes back to me. There's a peace and a happiness that I only find back in the innocent time. Sitting on the front porch, my grandpa and me, the wind makes a whistle in the chinaberry tree. Grandpa takes off his boots, and I run to get mine back in the innocent time. Haircut on Saturday, trying to sit still. 2 boys and a daddy for a $5 bill. And for 50 cents and more, you could get your shoes shined back in the innocent time. Sunday was for church with dinner on the grounds. When the preacher finally finished, we'd all hurry round. But the little kids had to wait at the end of the line back in innocent time. Then to the Seaboard Depot with my papa we'd go. He'd wave his handkerchief, the big train starts to slow. Then we run up and find flat pennies and dimes back in the innocent time. High school afternoons, me and Eddie Kelly and David Davis would hold down a table at the Elgin Cafe. The jukebox played Elvis and some new Patsy Cline back in the innocent time. 3 teenage desperados with the can of spray paint, and we wrote our initials on the new water tank. My papa found out, and he tanned my behind back in the innocent time. And if I could cast only one wish on the wind, well, I sure like to see my old papa again. And we'd go back where I've already gone in my mind, back to the innocent time. Oh, papa, let's go back to the innocent time. From my friend Kathy Brown in Colorado.
Makes me miss my grandfather. My grandfather was a barber.
Was he barber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't cost us $5. It was free. We didn't like getting our haircut.
Well, we went to the.
As you can see, we didn't like getting the haircut.
We went to Elgin, Blaney, then Elgin. But my uncle Sidney, he was my uncle by marriage, was the barber, and he was quite a character. I could tell you more and more about him, but it ain't all good.
Now, see, your dad was in the railroad business.
Yep.
So he knew. Now, we had the horror stories, don't put your pennies on the railroad track because it could make the train jump the track. So we lived in horror of that. We did it one time. It was really cool. Then we got the horror warning. But your dad probably told you, it's go ahead, ruin all your money you want.
Well, it ain't gonna throw the train off the track. But when I wrote the song, I said to myself, there ain't no way I was going to put a dime on the track. You know, you may put a penny, but you won't put a dime. That's just too much money. That's just too much money. But here's the other part of that story. Dressed so he wouldn't be recognized, not so long ago, somewhere in England, Paul McCartney himself was putting coins on the track so the train would run over it, because that is what he wanted to use for a pick. It was a different metal and a different feel and touch or whatever. But he wanted to make his own guitar picks using British coin and letting the train flatten it. And everybody wanted to make fun of him because he's a billionaire. He could buy all the flat picks he wants, but you know, how cool is that about Paul McCartney, you know? How cool is that?
Yeah, I went to his childhood home, and he had a tape, and he talked about, well, I tried to come once, but there was some tourists, and then this guy came up and said, if you want to go to the house, it's down there. They didn't recognize him. It's a very good house. I played on his piano. I knew he wrote When I'm 64 in the house, so I played that.
Wow.
And now Carroll will sing that for you.
Carroll won't. Mike and I are famously lounge lizards, but there's some songs we don't do. There'd be one. But, you know, I played the piano in Nashville that he wrote, Sally G or something like that, whatever it was. Anyway, because he recorded in Nashville for a time with Chet Atkins and this and that at a place called Sound Shop. And that's where we did some overdubs for My Footloose and Nancy Free. We recorded Nancy herself, the person the song was written about,
Right.
singing harmony vocals at Sound Shop.
Huh.
Anyway, it's all changed now. We've given you too much information. Mikey, this is the same song as Loch Lomond. You take the high road and I'll take the low road. It's the very same song, and we're going to do
That's
it.
a good song.
We're going to do it in the key of. Can we do it in C sharp? You mind?
Yes.
Can you transpose?
People's key.
This is a song called "Red As the Rose." Who requested it, Cherry?
I think Kathy,
Jenny Brown.
Jenny Brown.
Jenny is in Savannah, Georgia, and we're coming your way. I'm coming your way at the end of the month. The last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be playing at the Wexford Pub in Savannah, Georgia, and that's the same weekend as the festival. And I'm on the festival bill. There are two stages. I'm on both stages at different times. They just released the stage schedule and sent it to me 2 days ago. And so I'll be in Savannah for all my Savannah friends for the festival, and Thursday through Sunday at the Wexford Pub downtown. This is a song called "Red As the Rose." Come over the hills, a bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll take the vow, and I'll be your true love forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. 'Twas down by Killarney's green woods that we strayed, and the moon and stars were shining, and the moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. Come on, Mikey. 'Tis not for the parting of my sister Kate, 'tis not for the grief of my mother, 'tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Tommy Makem and the Clancy Brothers. Tommy Makem said he learned that song from his mother. His mother, of course, Sarah Makem, from a town called Keady in County Tyrone. We visited his hometown and went to his place that tells his life story and all of that, and the community center that bears his name. But his mother was a very famous, just by accident, collector of songs. She could hear a song and remember it, and she'd walk around all day from
from the time she got up until the time she went to bed, singing this song and that song and the other song. Later, people realized what a valuable commodity she was with all of these songs. And people would come to her, even people like Pete Seeger and others, would come to her all the way in Ireland, Northern Ireland, and hear this song and that song and the other. And of course, she was also passing this one and that one to her son, Tommy Makem, famously with Tommy Makem, the Clancy Brothers. I've given you too much information, Mike. What would you like to do?
Well, I was thinking of doing a song, the very first song that you sang to me when you had me over into this house.
What song would that be, Mike?
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you people out there in internet land. When Carroll Brown built this house, I was one of the very first people invited over here, and it was a real honor. And the place was covered with cows back then. And Carroll Brown, he had me over, and we did some recording together. And then he said, well, we got to go out there and round up the cows now. And then he said, Mike, I want to get a picture of you in front of my new house. And I said, well, I can't round up a cow. I don't know how to drive a horse. And he said, well, we got this bicycle over here. You can ride this bicycle, and I'll get the cows. And he pulled out this big sombrero thing. And then he said, I want to get your picture by my new house. And he said, so, and he had, it was back in that day with the cameras and the film and everything. And he says, now you stand here. And he kept saying, okay, stand a little bit over here. I got to get. And then he made me stand right into a cow patty. Can you believe that?
That's a great song you did, Mike. It's a cow patty, the cow patty song.
Anyway, so then Carroll, he says, well, I'll round up the cows, and you get on the bicycle, and the main thing is that you count them as they go into the barn, so that we know how many cows they are. And
Jason, go ahead and pour yourself another one. It's going to be a long story.
He had a sombrero thing. He was on the horse with the guitar, and then he sang this song as he was rounding up the cows, and I counted them. And the funny thing is, we counted them in the field, and there were 99 cows. But after we rounded them up, there was 100. There was 100 after we rounded them up. There were 99 in the field.
Twins.
100 after we rounded them up. Anyway, Carroll sat on the back of the horse, and this is the song he sang. Do you remember?
It's all not coming back to me.
From this valley, they say you are leaving. We will miss your bright smile and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that brightens our pathway a while. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Come and sit by my side if you love me. You remember now?
I didn't say that, no.
You got hasten to bid me adieu. But remember the Red River Valley and the one who has loved you so true. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. Anyway, I just wanted to reminisce about the old times.
It's all not coming back to me. Well, I think probably our listenership just dropped about 40% with the red.
No emojis going up.
What? Aw, man.
No hearts, no.
Nope.
I've ruined the show.
No horses nor manure.
I guess the mic wasn't on.
Mikey, You know, when I was trying to decide, because we weren't sure this was going to happen, what we might play while you were here, and it's not Red River Valley or whatever, but it's this one, and I'm going to be in E flat, and you can play it with me. You want to do the transpose, or you want me to sing it in D?
What are we doing?
It doesn't matter. You want to play an E flat or D?
I'll play an E flat.
E flat it is.
Because this A here doesn't work good, so. Well, I didn't know we were doing that.
There's a girl in Western Bay. She serves 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away, talk about their home. There's a girl, Western town, works laying whiskey down, brandy, which another round. She serves them whiskey and a wine. They say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Your eyes could steal the sailor from the sea. Brandy wears a braided chain made of finest silver from the north of Spain, and a locket that bears a name, the man that Brandy loves. Came on a winter day bearing gifts from far away, but he made it clear he could not stay. No harbor was his home. He said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. Brandy used to watch his eyes as he told his sailor stories. She could feel the ocean fall and rise. She could feel its rage and glory. Oh, but he had always told the truth. Thought he was an honest man. Brandy does her best to understand. And at night, when the bars close down, Brandy walks through a silent town and loves a man who's not around. She still can hear him say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. All's well that ends well.
Yes.
Looking Glass. Is that right?
Looking Glass, yes. You know that Barry Manilow song, Mandy, was originally named Brandy. It was a hit in Scotland.
As Brandy?
Yes.
Ah.
And then Clive Davis brought it over to Barry Manilow, but because that was a hit, they changed it to Mandy.
Wow. The things you know, Mike.
Things I know.
Once again, we're in the key of E, Mikey. This one's haunting me a little bit this week. You know, I occasionally play my earworms on my Monday night program. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch for a long, lonely time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely river flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Ooh, I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Godspeed your love to me. Who did it, Mike?
Originally, I forgot. But then after that, the Righteous Brothers.
Righteous Brothers.
But the original was, who was it? I forgot.
Hmm.
It's the theme from a movie. What's the name of the movie it's a theme from?
I do not know, Mike. I don't do movies.
I'll give you a hint. The name of the song is Unchained Melody.
The movie might have been Unchained.
Unchained is the name of the movie it's from.
My head knows things it don't know.
But I can't remember the name of the guy that conducted the
Oh, really?
original record,
Yeah,
instrumental
yeah.
record.
Yeah, that's some great stuff, isn't it? I don't know why that song haunted me a little bit. Of course, it's not that I...
That's Backstreet.
That's a great old song, great
Ask
old
the
song.
internet. Somebody asked the internet who did the original.
That's right. Who did the
Before
original?
the Righteous Brothers.
Before the Righteous Brothers, who did Unchained Melody? The other part of trivia about that is Merle Haggard was in the same prison in California as the guy who wrote that song because he was in prison. And he wrote it to say, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home when I get out of here, Literally, Merle Haggard said in his book that he knew the guy, or was in the same prison with the guy who wrote that song.
Alex North.
Who?
It says the music by Alex North, and the lyrics were by Hy Zarrett.
Yeah. Well, that's who
I
wrote
guess
it.
Hy Zarrett was a prisoner.
Yeah,
Must have been.
mentions that.
Wow.
He wrote the music as a theme for the prison film and Unchained.
There you go. I
There
wouldn't
you go.
lie to you.
It says,
Wow.
Todd Duncan sang the vocals for the film soundtrack.
Scott Duncan. Somebody.
Now
The-
you know, people.
The things you
Now
learn.
you
From,
know,
the things you learn
internet
from the
people.
internet. Well, I was going to do my my Everly Brothers medley, but I think I did it last week. I think I did a couple of weeks ago. What we should do, Mike? We should sing that song. That see if you can find your chart on the little country church house. And if it's not right there, it might be. It might be under the edge of your coat there. Did you find it?
Little country church.
Yeah. We're going to sing this now for no apparent reason. And guys, we will be on next Monday night. Next Monday night will be not only MLK Remembrance Day, but also will be the inauguration day for the new president. So it's going to be an interesting time. But we'll be on as usual with our regular songs and set list. So do join in. So that you know, guys, we're going to wrap this up in a few minutes. But
Really? It can't be over yet.
it's almost. It's almost, Mike. But I only have one outside gig this week, and that is Tommy Condon's this Wednesday night. I've been off a couple of weeks there because I've been doing some renovating. And so I actually have had time this week and last week and the week before to do all of these recordings for the new gospel album. This is one of the songs from the new gospel album. Back in the day when I was on the road a terrible amount, I used to play somewhere on a Saturday night, and I would just be warmed over caca the next morning, just worn out and dead and can't wait to get home and jump out of the bed and don't even get a shower or anything, just hit the road and try to get home by lunchtime. And but I would be driving down the road and see some little church that was gathering around to have church service on a Sunday morning, and I was A, feeling guilty, and B, feeling curious, and I would pull off on the side of the road numerous times and just go in and sit on the back row, and I'd done that many's the time. And later I started writing the song about it back in 23, I guess, and I didn't finish it, but my wife said, you got to finish it. You got to finish it. You got to finish it. And I always do what my wife says. We're going to be in C, and it's going to modulate to D, Mike, later. In a little mountain church house beneath the sky of blue, on an early Sunday morning, I was just passing through. Country folk were gathering in a gravel parking lot. I slowed down and turned around right there on the spot. Everyone is welcome, it's what the old sign said, you see. I pulled in and found a spot beneath an old shade tree. I took off my hat, ran a comb through my hair. The old songs they were singing just beckoned me right there. Oh, what a friend we have in Jesus, all my sin and grief to bear, and what a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. I slipped in and found a place right there on the back row, and the old songs and the preaching took me back too long ago. I could hear my daddy praying, I could hear my grandma sing. The old songs filled the church house and made the rafters ring. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and he bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me ere I knew him, and all my love is due him. And some sweet day I'll sing up there the song of victory. My heart just flew away to that night I knelt and prayed. The old folks gathered around me, I raised their hands as I got saved, and the peace I came to know as my sins were washed away. Same joy I felt that morning in a little church along the way. Oh, some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a land on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Mikey said he likes that one.
Good job. Well written.
Mike, I asked him which gospel song or which secular song or which instrumental song he might want to play tonight. And of course, didn't he sing the Red River Valley? But
Yeah.
do you have another one you want to do, Mike? And then we'll wrap it up with one more last one.
Do you want to do a Shogun Farewell with me?
I can, but I don't play the fiddle. That's good.
I got this A key kind of wonky.
Key?
We'll try it. D.
Dog. Very nice, Mike. Never heard it without the fiddle.
It's better. No, it's not better without the fiddle.
Got a lot of
That wasn't bad.
Where's Karen? Where's Karen? Karen played the whole Christmas tour with us on the fiddle, actually the viola. But how nice was that? That was just so nice.
We should do a whole show of instrumentals sometime.
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. Ask the people what the internet thinks of that. Maybe half instrumentals. Okay.
We shall wrap it up with this one. This is in the key of G, Mike, and I'm going to have some 3 minors in there.
Oh, I love 3 minors.
Thank you, friends, for being with us. And once again, wherever you are, click your like and all of that business for Mikey Murray sitting in tonight on the live stream.
Thank you. I'll be touring Jedburgh this week. Come on out.
The Jedburgh Municipal Auditorium.
Yeah, I'll be at Hank's Hamburger House, home of the Jedburger. We'll have a good time.
We'll have a good old. Let's do an A, Mike. It's all not coming back to me. At my advanced age. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. Build a ladder to the stars climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young, may you stay forever young. May you always be righteous, always be true. May you know the truth and see the light surrounding you. Always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young, may you stay forever young. Take it, Michael. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May you always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young, may you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young, may you stay forever young. There is not one chosen lot. Life was not created for a few. Everyone can see the sun. Everyone sits on the sacred pew. Bigger than the ocean, smaller than the sand, warmer than a Carolina sun. Gentle as a newborn child, longer than a country mile or two. Love will come to you. Love will come to you. Love is like a candle's light, lighting up your room. If you go too close, you know you will block its view. So You can take your time. Being lost is not a crime. There's no rush to live or die. Once you realize love cannot be tempted, chased, or wooed, love will come to you. Love will come to you. So settle down, lose that frown. Things are never quite bad as they seem. Loosen up, but don't give up. You will find your dream. Love cannot be captured like a beast that roams the wild. Love cannot be borrowed, bought, or sold. Love cannot be forced upon someone who tries to force himself on you. But love will come to you. 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 Our friend Robert Hutto wrote that song. He's in Florida these days, no longer working. We're releasing a new album on him to give him some financial income. Mike Murray played on the original version of that song. And
That's where we met.
The first album that I ever produced when we finally wired together a bunch of equipment and made it into a studio and had a little tape player, 16-track tape player. The first album we produced was Robert Hutto. It's called Shadows, and you can find it online. But Robert had written so many tremendous songs, and we'd all played this song or that song at the old back market in Charleston over the months and months and months. And I said, let's get together and do an album, you know. And I had just gotten a grand piano. And anyway, and we still have that piano. Anyway,
Did you know that Robert is my second cousin?
Yeah, I knew you were guys. It's everybody's related between Holly Hill and Somerville, I think. Holly Hill and Somerville.
It's a shallow gene pool.
The shallow gene pool. Anyway, I couldn't resist doing that song with you here tonight. Thank you, guys. We're going to take a break. It's going to be a long one. Say good night, Mikey.
Good night, Mikey.
Good night, Mikey.